Welcome in. A high roller, even when the chips are down. To win her over, I seen the tables turn around. She's 10 the hard way, I can feel it in my bones. She'll be making my day, and not another night alone. Till it's time for a windfall, and it's not a single minute too soon. I've been too long overdue, now I'm gonna shoot the moon. 9 and 11, good run of bad luck. 7 come 11, and it couldn't be mine. Luck to be a lady, I'm gonna find love coming on the bottom line. Hello, friggin' frack, good to see you. I've adapted to the table, and I've lost it all before. I'm willing and able, always coming back for more. Squeezing out a thin dime till there's no one hanging on my arm. I've gambled on the 3rd time, the fool will tell you it's a charm. If I'm betting on a loser, I'm gonna have the devil to pay. But it's the only game I know to play, it doesn't matter anyway. I bet it on the good run of bad luck. 7 come 11, and she couldn't be mine. Luck be a lady, I'm gonna find love coming on the bottom line. Run a good run of bad luck. 7 come 11, and she could be mine. Luck be a lady, I'm gonna find love coming on the bottom line. Hello, Mike. Oh, Miss Karen. I'll see you when you're watching later. Hope you feel better. Does anybody remember the name of the movie that song was in? Hello, Sockeye Beer Co. Good to see you. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. It's been wet here, and then it got windy. Power was out yesterday for about 3 hours or so. We're supposed to have a big snowstorm possibly next week on Wednesday. So there's a lot of stuff happening here. Let me know how things are in your neck of the woods. And Frickin' Frack doesn't know which movie that came from. It was like a gambling movie. It was a little bit more updated than the original Gambler, but we got the Gambler right here. We might as well do them back to back. If you got any requests, let me know. If not, I got some fun stuff picked out for you, and we'll just keep them rolling here. Bluest eyes in Texas. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window at the darkness. The boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, made life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough to count when the dealing's done." Yeah, my God, it was Maverick. It's a good movie. Every gambler knows that's the secret to surviving, is There's knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser. And the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back towards the window, crushed down his cigarette, and faded off to sleep. Yep, he was in it. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. Mr. Beanie, sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. How you never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count. When the deal's done, done, done. All right, that's a fun one. Yeah, Clint tried his hand at acting. I don't know how good he did. He was one of the main people playing poker there in the big tournament. He actually made it a long ways. He was one of the last ones out, so he was on there for a while. They played the song during one of the when they were playing poker, which is pretty cool. So he tried his hand at acting. That's what this next song's about. A little Act Naturally for Mr. Buck Owens. Hey, Jeffrey. They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. We'll make the film about a man that's sad and lonely. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you'll come and see me in the movies. That I know that you will plainly see. The biggest fool that's ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Mike, I found the bluest eyes in Texas, we'll try it. We'll make the scene about a man that's sad and lonely and begging down upon his bended knee. I'll play the part, but I won't need rehearsing. All I have to do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come and see me in the movie. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Oh yeah, y'all coming in with some good requests. We'll see what we can do. I found the bluest eyes in Texas there for Mike. That's a Restless Heart song, and they got all those harmony parts, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out, because I usually like sing one of those baritone parts is when I'm singing on the radio. So figure out what key we need to do this in. lonesome Texas sun was setting low, and in the rearview mirror I watched it go. I can still see the wind in her golden hair. I close my eyes for a moment, I'm still there. The bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight, like the stars that fill the midnight sky. Her memory fills my mind. Where did I go? Did I wait too long? Here they were. Or can I make it right? The bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight. Another town, another hotel room, another dream that ended way too soon. Left me lonely, praying before the dawn, searching for the strength to carry on. Bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight, like the stars that fill the midnight sky. Her memory fills my mind. Where did I go? Did I wait too long? Or can I make it right? The bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight. Yeah, I see your songs coming in. I'm gonna try to do as many as I can. But I can't forget the tears in her blue eyes. The bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight, like the stars that fill the midnight sky. Her memory fills my mind. Where did I go? Did I wait too long? How can I make it right? The bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight. The bluest eyes in Texas are haunting me tonight. That's a great song. Thanks for that request. I've never tried to sing it. If I practiced it once or twice, I think I'd be a lot better, but we made it. Yes, sir, Mike. That's a good one. Have to add that to my repertoire. Shout out to Randy Willard watching on Facebook. Hope you're doing good, sir. I'll see you in a couple weeks, I think. Do a little picking together. Somebody wanted to hear "Here for a Good Time," but not "Here for a Long Time," because that's true. Frick and Frack, I don't know that particular Vern Gosdin song. Can I do a different Vern Gosdin for you? I got one or two I know. Now I'm not gonna lay around and whine and moan. Somebody done me wrong. I don't know this one too good either. Doesn't sound like, don't think for a minute that I'm gonna sit around and sing some sad old song. I believe it's half full, not a half empty glass. I'm gonna do better when I get to the chorus. Every day I wake up knowing it could be my last. I ain't here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. So bring on the sunshine, to hell with the red wine, pour me some moonshine. Yeah, Nick, we do that one. When I'm gone, put it in stone, he left nothing behind. I ain't here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. Folks are always dreaming about what they like to do, but I like to do just what I like. I'll take the chance, dance the dance. It might be wrong, but then again it might be right. There's no way of knowing what tomorrow brings. Life's too short to waste it. I say bring on anything. I ain't here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. So bring on the sunshine, to hell with the red wine, pour me some moonshine. When I'm gone, put it in stone, he left nothing behind. I ain't here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. Yeah, I ain't here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. All right, for the Vern Gosdin songs, I could do Set 'em Up, Joe. This Ain't My First Rodeo. Dim Lights, Thick Smoke. Way Down Deep. Any of those sound good to you? Let me know. And we're going to do a little Sawyer Brown here, originally sung by David Dudley, but a little 6 days on the road and I'm going to make it home tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down the eastern seaboard. Set 'em Up, Joe is my favorite one. I've got my diesel wound up and she's running like never before. There's a speed zone ahead, but alright, I don't see a cop inside. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Yeah, I got 10 forward gears and a Georgia overdrive. I'm passing little white lines and my eyes are open wide. I just passed a Jimmy and a white. I've been passing everything inside. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, it seems like months since I kissed my baby goodbye. I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some of the guys. I could find me to hold me tight, but I can never make believe it's right. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. I'll play that guitar. Hey, Miss Betty Laughlin. Woo! Well, the ICC is checking on down the line. I'm a little overweight and my logs are way behind. but nothing bothers me tonight. I can dodge all the scales alright. 6 days on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. My rig's a little low, but that don't mean she's slow. There's a flame from her stack and the smoke's rolling black as coal. My hometown's coming in sight. If you think I'm happy, you'll ride. 6 days on the road, I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight. All right, we got Vern Gosdin coming up, and then we'll try that John Anderson Chunk of Coal song, which I've never sung. And then we'll get to the If the World Had a Front Porch. Y'all keeping me busy. I love it. Here we go. One of my favorites. Oh, yeah. They got a vintage Victrola 1951. Full of my favorite records that I grew up on. No sir, no sir. They got old Hank and Lefty, then there's B-24. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before. Lady T, and I'll play 'em some more. I gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. Yes, set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Love this song. Just like Jeffrey. All my neon neighbors, they like what I play, 'cause they heard it every night since you walked away. Yeah, every day they replace that old B-24, 'cause every night I run a needle through walking the floor. Every night I run a needle through walking the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before. Lady T, I'm gonna play 'em some more. Hey Shamberg, I've gotta have a shot of them old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. I said, set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play a walk in the floor. Ah, thank you for that request. All right, we're going to try one that I have never sung before. It's always an adventure. That'll be 2 songs tonight that I've never sung before. You guys are requesting. I appreciate the request. If I halfway know it, I'll give it a whirl. I don't know if this is the right key either. Hey, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I cheated on the last note. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm so blue, perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. Yeah, I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. Yeah, and I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna learn the best way to walk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to talk. I'm gonna spit and polish my whole affair. flaw. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna be the world's greatest friend. Gonna go around shaking everybody's hand. I'm gonna be the cotton picking rage of the age. Yeah, I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'll play one. I've hit all the requests that I know how to do here. If I missed, oh no, I haven't either. I got to do the If the World Had a Front Porch. Let me get that ready. Do that one next. Here we go. Now I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm blue, pure, perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. Thank you, Jeffrey. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, unless I should become vain along the way. Hey, I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Hey, I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Help if I actually knew how the verses went on that one. Fake it till you make it. This next one I do know, though. So here's a little Tracy Lawrence for, I believe that was Nick that had this request here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was where my mama sat on that old swing with her crochet. It was where Granddaddy taught me how to cuss and how to pray. It was where we made our own ice cream those sultry summer nights, where the bulldog had her puppies and us brothers had our fights. There were many nights I'd sit right there and look out at the stars, to the sound of a distant whippoorwill or the hum of a passing car. And it was where I first got up the nerve to steal me my first kiss. And it was where I learned to play guitar, the pray I'd had to give. If the world had a front porch like we did back then, we still have our problems, but we'd all be friends. Treat your neighbor like he's your next of kin. Wouldn't be gone with the wind. If the world had a front porch like we did back then. Purple holes and pintos I've shelled more than my share. Lightning bugs and crickets danced in the evening air. Like a beacon, that old yellow ball, it always led me home. Somehow Mama always knew just when to leave it on. If the world had a front porch like we did back then, we still have our problems, but we'd all be friends. Treat your neighbor like he's your next of kin. Wouldn't be gone with the wind. If the world had a front porch like we did back then. Treat your neighbor like he's your next of kin. Wouldn't be gone. right, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me here. We still got 30 more minutes to go here if my voice holds out. But if you got any more requests, you've had some awesome requests so far. Let me know. And sometimes you go, I can't think of anything. And then I'll do a song and it'll remind you, oh, well, let's do this song because I like that. It reminds me of something. But I appreciate the kind words there. You guys are really too kind. How about a little Randy Travis, Digging Up Bones? One of my favorites. Probably my favorite Randy Travis song. Last night I dug your picture out for our old dresser drawer. I set it on the table and I talked to it till 4. I read some old love letters right up till the break of dawn. Yeah, I've been sitting alone, digging up bones. Then I went through the jewelry and I found our wedding rings. I put mine on my finger and I gave yours a fling. Across this lonely bedroom of our recent broken home. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. Yeah, I'm resurrecting memories of the world that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. And I went through the closet and I found some things in there, like that pretty negligee that I bought you to wear. And I recall how good you looked each time you had it on. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. Yeah, I'm resurrecting memories of the love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Yeah, I'm resurrecting memories of the love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. Yeah, I'm resurrecting memories of the love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of the love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. All right, let's see here. Just for you, Jeffrey, I have pulled up If I Didn't Have You by Randy Travis. I think that's the one that goes really high and really low. I think you're trying to test me. Let's see. Make the World Go Away. Make the world go away. Eddie Arnold, maybe. Jim Reeves did it too back in the 60s, and then Elvis covered it as well back in the 70s. I don't know it very well. Oh boy, here we go. Cold start. Well, I lost my heart on the day we met, but I gained a lot of that I don't regret. Then I hung around till you said I do. I know I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. Well, it changed my thinking when you changed your name. And neither one of us will ever be the same. And I swear I'm never gonna be untrue, 'cause I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you, I'd long ago been left out in the dark, out in the cold, blowing around from town to town like a feather in the wind. where I'd have been. But I didn't get lost 'cause I saw your light shining like a beacon on a cold, dark night. Then the sun came up and the skies turned blue. No, I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. It's a fun song. You never know if those low notes are going to come out. Well, I count my blessings every night. I pray that the Lord lets me keep you just one more day. And every day He does, 'cause God knows too that I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you, I'd long ago been left out in the dark, out in the cold, blowing around from town to town like a feather in the wind. If I didn't have you, I know I'd be floundering around like a ship at sea, lost in the rain of a hurricane, and that's where I'd have been. But I didn't get lost 'cause I saw your light shining like a beacon on a cold, dark night. And then the sun came up and the skies turned blue. No, I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. Well, I've already said it, but I swear it's true. I know I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. All right. That'll give you a workout. How about a little Garth Brooks? I got a couple picked out. She's sun and rain, she's fire and ice. A little crazy, but it's nice. And when she gets mad, you best leave her alone. 'Cause she'll rage just like a river. Then she'll beg you to forgive her. Oh, she's every woman that I've ever known. She's so New York and then LA and every town along the way. She's every place that I've never been. She's making love on rainy nights. She's a stroll through Christmas lights. And she's everything I want to do again. And it needs no explanation, 'cause it all makes perfect sense when it comes down to temptation. Both sides of fence. She needs no explanation, 'cause it all makes perfect sense when it comes down to temptation. She's on both sides of the fence. She's anything but typical. She's so unpredictable. Oh, but even at her worst, she ain't that bad. She's as real can be, and she's every fantasy. Lord, she's every lover that I've ever had. And she's every lover that I've never had. How about a double shot of Garth here? We're going to speed it up. You know, that was a happy love song. This next one, not so happy. his life. You know it drove Mama crazy being a trucker's wife. The part she couldn't handle was being alone. I guess she needed more to love than just a telephone. Papa called Mama each and every night just to ask her how she was and if his kids were all right. Mama would wait for the call to come in, but when Daddy'd hang up, well, she was gone again. Mama was a looker, Lord, I should shine. Papa was a good but jealous guy. Papa loved Mama, Mama loved man. Mama's in the graveyard, Papa's in the pen. And it was bound to happen, and one night it did. Papa came home and it was just us kids. He had a dozen roses and a bottle of wine. If he was looking too surprised, he was doing fine. I heard him cry for Mama up and down the hall. Then I heard the bottle break against the bedroom wall. That old diesel engine made an eerie sound when Papa fired it up and headed into town. Oh, the picture in the paper showed the scene real well. Papa's rig was buried in the local motel. The desk clerk said he saw it all real clear. He never had the brakes and he was shifting gears. Oh, Mama was a looker, Lord, how she shine. Papa was a good but the jealous kind. Papa loved Mama, Mama loved man. Mama's in the graveyard, Papa's in the pen. Woo! Yeah, we'll try a little circle be unbroken. We do this one in our band, but it's a different key, and we do a kind of faster, a little bit faster bluegrass style. And we'll see what this one sounds like. It may take me a minute to catch on. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I went back, my home was lonesome, for my mother, she had gone. All my brothers and sisters crying for a home so sad and alone. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Pick one now. Undertaker, 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 please drive slow, for that lady you are hauling. Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? Hey, Bobby, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. That's a pretty good little version there. It's a little folksy, bluegrassy. Just not enough banjo. Well, that one was about Mama. So let's do another one about Mama. How about a little Merle? Classic. Thank you for that hand applause right there. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one could change my mind, but Mama tried. Only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, towards the bad I kept on turning, till Mama, she couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old daddy, rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Some fun here tonight. We got time for a couple more. Haven't done an Alan Jackson song, so we better do one. Here's one you don't hear quite as much these days. It was a hit back in the day. Called a doctor on the telephone. I called my doctor on the telephone. Help me, doctor, something's wrong. I can't shake it, it's gone too far. He said, tell me what my symptoms are. I said, my hands are sweaty and my knees are weak. I can't eat and I can't sleep. It's turning me every way but loose. He said, sounds like love's got a hold on you. No doubt love's got a hold on you. I told my buddies I was settling down. No more of this running around. They looked at me like I was a fool and said, come on, tell us what's wrong with you. I said, my hands are sweaty and my knees are weak. I can't eat and I can't sleep. It's turning me every way but loose. He said, sounds like love's got a hold on you. No doubt love's got a hold on you. Well, I tossed and turned in the morning light, holding my pillow, hanging on for life. There ain't nothing I can do. I forgot how high that bridge was. Said, sounds like love's got a hold on you. Sounds like love's got a hold on you. Woo! Uh-huh. Said, sounds like love's got a hold on you. Sounds like love's got a hold on you. Sounds like love's got a hold on you. No doubt love's got a hold on you. Hold on. All right, we're going to do two more. We've been doing some classic country songs. How about a little George Jones, Who's Gonna Fill Their Shoes? Then we'll finish up with Alabama, because those are always fun. You know this world is full of singers, but just a few are chosen to tear your heart out when they sing. Imagine life without them. All your radio heroes, like the outlaw that walks through Jesse's dream. Though there'll never be another red-headed stranger or man in black and Folsom prison blues. The Okie from Muskogee, or hello darling. Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna stand that tall? Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. God bless the boys from Memphis, blue suede shoes and Elvis. Much too soon he left this world in tears. They tore up the 50s. Oh, Jerry Lee and Charlie, and Go Cat Go still echoes through the years. You know the heart of country music still beats in Luke the Drifter. You can tell it when he sings I Saw the Light. Old Marty, Hank, and Lefty, I can feel him right here with me on this silver eagle rolling through the night. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna stand that tall? Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. Yes, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. All right, folks, thanks for being here with me. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll be back next Sunday if I can. Let me mention this real quick for all of you folks in the bearded community. Coming up in, I think it's 3 weeks, Sunday, the 9th of March at 7 p.m. We're going to have one of my big sales live stream events here. I didn't do it last year, but we've done it for the 3 Marches before that. Little March Madness, I got over 20 companies ready to run sales for you guys. They're doing, they're clearing out their winter stuff or dropping new scents for spring. So that's going to be a fun time. Hope you guys can join me. Every 5 minutes, we announce a new deal and talk about the company a little bit. That's always a big fun event. So I'll be making some posts over on Instagram. If you're over there, if you'll share that out for me, get the word out so these companies can make some sales and you guys can do a little bit of saving some money there. But until then, I will see you guys next week, I hope. But anyway, we're going to take it out with a little Alabama for you. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bowl for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. Yes, sir. I remember down in Houston, we were putting on a show when a cowboy in the back stood up and yelled, "Cotton Eye Joe!" He said, "We love what you're doing, boys, don't get us wrong. There's just something missing in your song. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bowl for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band." Yes, sir. Always fun. I have fun if nobody else does. So we dusted off our boots and put our cowboy hats on straight. Them Texans raised the roof when Jeff opened up his case. He said, "Y'all all want a two-step, you say you want a do-si-do. Well, here's a fiddling song before we go. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bowl for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bowl for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. Ah, play that fiddle. Gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bowl for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. Folks, thank you so much. Have a great evening. Good night.